What's up, guys? Welcome back. So today we're looking at the Propel Pivot GT, and under $1,000, no board is even close to compete at this price point. Good morning. Hi. Is it Propel Day today? It's Propel. First initial thoughts, it's a very long, narrow, wide board, narrow wheelbase, long deck. Straight line is good, but also with that shorter wheelbase, 9.25 inches, you can really whip this thing. The acceleration and like the braking, like no belt slippage there. This board's like $700 off already. And this goes to $999, and plus with my discount, even more. Like, no company's competing at this price point. Now, the battery that comes with this board is a very respectable 12S 4P configuration at 864 watt hours. But look how wafer thin that deck is, and with that nice matte finish, it is really good. Now, the cells that they are using for this board are the Samsung 50S cells, so there's a nice power curve over the entirety of the battery. And what's nice about this board is not strict AT only. You can put street wheels on this board as well. That makes it a 2-in-1 board, which extends the longevity and the dynamics of the board in a whole different way. So if you get bored of AT, street is the next way to go. What's nice about this deck is it cups you very subtly but not aggressively. It's probably one of the most smoothest arches I've ever felt on a deck. Normally with wings on a board, the wings are like very obvious and very harsh against your feet and locks you in. These are like very rounded, smooth and comfortable. But yeah, this is a different kind of style deck, and I'm really loving that matte finish that you have on this. I love matte personally because unlike with gloss being a, you know, scratch magnet, with matte it's a bit more resilient and almost extends the life aesthetically of your board. But I tell you one thing, this year with a lot of big enormous boards on the channel, having something that's sleek, smooth, stylish, super thin is great for urban riding. So far the punchiness is very much at the low end. When you get up to those high speeds, it plateaus out quite nicely. So it's nice that you can full throttle it and knowing that it's not going to go way beyond your ability. So I've only been on mode 3 so far. Gonna whack this thing up into mode 4. And what's nice about with this remote compared to every other remote I've ever reviewed before, that clear screen, it's a visual recognition straight away to tell you what mode you're in. So I know with that purple I'm in mode 3, and when you're navigating between the modes, you don't just tap once, twice, 3 times, then eventually you get going. You can immediately go to the mode you want. So I'm in mode 3 to mode 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, instant red mode, and I'm ready for full sending. Sorry guys, I got to squeeze past you. I'm going to ask one of the locals if is it okay to go.
Yeah, it's green.
It's green. Whoa! I didn't max it out on there, but there's so much more punch to give. As I said with those curved deck design, it's very surfer-esque and smooth around the, when you're on your feet. And that narrow length deck, but with the wings hugging you back around, it kind of balances itself nicely between grip on your feet, but not too aggressively. So let's take it into the park a second and see how this thing works in a smaller, compact area. Boop, boop. And this is kind of what this board is meant for, that city, urban ride. Out here in Asbury, thank you Mr. Eder looking after me. it's good opportunity to kind of have a mix of hybrid of open space and technical riding. So let's just hit this roundabout and see how we do here. See how we can, with ease, with our double kingpin trucks, just easy. And I always know where my feet are, which is really, really nice. You can just cruise it. So with those 6-inch tires, with those CNC hubs, you have that agility as well. It's all this like give and take in all different areas. Having that thin deck allows you to have smaller wheels, which increases the torque. And with the power ratio of this board, it brings it back up. So we give in one area, we take somewhere else, and it all kind of balances out nicely to make something super nimble, powerful, and a whole lot of fun. I'm loving the aesthetics of this board as well, with that kind of foam grip tape. The Propel symbol in the middle, it's subtle, but you know what it is. And it's one of those things, again, which I could say is almost completely perfect with a done board, but under $1,000 for all this, CNC hubs, a 12S4P battery, and a 2-in-1, it ticks every box. The only thing you're missing is probably like a headlight, but that's just greed at this point. It's like extra things. So you've got the brake light as standard, bash guard, CNC hubs, just everything you need straight away out of the box. So as a first board for you, want to get into e-skate for the first time, $1,000, all this, foam grip tape, CNC parts, pocket rocket, you're done. Highly recommend, one and done. One thing I lack on this channel is not always talking about the price point of these boards, but I have to just double, triple, and almost quadruple down. $1,000, all this fun in this small compact design. If you need more range, put street wheels in it. You have the versatility for urban exploration. AT wheels, you go anywhere you want. The agility and the consistency in the trucks as well is magic. And do you know anything I would love to see from Propel would be, I don't even know what a pro model would look like, because battery's solid, 2-in-1 style, it's all there. But I would love to see what the Propel Ruckus TKP trucks look like on a board like this. Because these trucks are wonderful. But we're always warning as e-skaters, just a little bit more. It's so agile. You can hit all terrain with this thing. And when I say all terrain doesn't need to be like off-road. All terrain is like, you see that little bend there? I'll whip around that. You see a little gap? I'll get through that. With that narrow wheelbase, it does give you that kind of small enough footprint to kind of slither in. Into the smallest of spaces. Look at this, man. Try and go around this. Just cruise. And this is minimal effort. I'm just barely leaning into this. Yeah, just want to find these narrow slivers to navigate through. Look at this. And I think that's the benefit of a 2-in-1 narrow board. You could transverse the city in a way that you couldn't do with a very wide, larger board. Yes, you get extra range, probably a bit more stability at high speeds, but this is a perfect balance between technical urban exploration. Look at this, just like, it's so easy to navigate. I'm going to go round, technical, all this stuff. There we go. Look at this. Woo. Right, so here, that way, this way. You tell me another board like this that can navigate these technical turns like this.
Nice.
So, in summary of the Propel Pivot GT, I can easily say that this is the best value for money board that you can buy currently anywhere in the e-skate industry. A 12S4P, 2-in-1 CNC'd hubs, 25 plus miles an hour beast, under $1,000. Propel have absolutely knocked this one out of the park, and no other company at that price point can touch them. Good job, Propel.